飞，让我留在你身边。I wake up in the morning and feel sad every time, every day. I just wanna die sometime. If you don't care, I don't care. No, 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 no. I think I'm sick. 无法呼吸，快要窒息，是因为你。Say no, you're all I need. 无法忘记这吸引力令我着迷。我知道你有话没对我说，当作是自己太冲动，知道这是你的作风，不需要太在意。也许是我想的太多，何必要那么的执着？迟早被遗忘的是我，你根本不在意。I wake up in the morning and feel sad every time, every day. I just wanna die sometime. If you don't care, I don't care. No, 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 no. 也许我根本没有任何爱你的机会，说什么以为我们。
You're listening to live coverage of the 108th National Day celebrations of the Republic of China, brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.
Welcome to our live coverage of the 108th Republic of China's National Day celebrations here on Radio Taiwan International. I am Natalie So.
And I'm Leslie Liao. Thank you for joining us. It's now 10 a.m. in Taipei, and we'll be bringing you a live broadcast of the National Day festivities for the next hours here on 0200 to 0300 on 15,665 kilohertz.
And now the national anthem. Today's national anthem was sung by Professors Anna Azusa Fujita and Edmund Ryden, and also the Vietnamese Arts and Culture Heritage Association.
观礼台，各位长官贵宾面
Now,
向
we also like to
国
welcome our
旗
listeners around the world who are
国歌
tuning in on
领
the
唱人
internet
员
and at en.rti.org.tw.
屏障人
And
员
do write us today. Let us know that you were
一队
listening.
行举枪
Our address is PO Box
宪兵
123-199 Taipei, Taiwan.
其
You
他
can also
与
leave a
会人
comment
员
on our Radio
行
Taiwan
鞠躬
International
礼
Facebook page or email us at
礼
rti
礼
at rti.org.tw.
鞠躬。
Now everybody is bowing to the flag.
再鞠躬，三鞠躬，立正。
And coming up this hour, we will hear speeches from
请
President
父
Tai
茂
Wan,
主席
Legislature
请复位
President
各
Su
位长
Jia-chen,
官贵
and the
宾，
representative
请
of
坐
the
下。
overseas Taiwanese community, Paul Lin. That will be followed by a parade featuring floats and performances. The theme for this year's celebration is Taiwan Forward, which encourages all in
主
Taiwan to look
席
forward.
致辞，恭请大会主席苏家全先生致辞。
Now we have the speech by Legislative President Su Jiaqun.
各位友邦贵宾，所有
All of our
热情
distinguished
的侨胞，
allies, distinguished
所有
guests,
敬爱的
expatriates,
台湾乡
and
亲，
citizens of
各位
Taiwan,
媒体的朋友，
all of the
各位
media,
女士，
all
各
ladies
位先
and
生，
gentlemen,
大家早
good
安，
morning.
大家好，
How are you?
大家好，
How are you?
马尼马尼马萨鲁，
He's speaking in different languages now.
欢迎大
Greetings in
家
different
一
languages.
同来到总统府前。
Welcome to
参
the
加中
presidential
华民国
office.
108年度
And
国
thank you
庆
for
大典，
joining us
在
for
这
the
里
108th celebrations of our
要
national
与各
day.
位共同庆祝我们的国家108岁
This is
生
the
日快
celebration of our
乐！
108th birthday as a nation.
4年来，
In the past
身
4
为
years,
国庆筹备会主
as
任委员，
the chairperson of the preparatory
国庆
committee for the
大会
National
主
Day
席
celebrations,
我经常在思考一个问题。
I have been thinking
就
of
是
one
如
issue,
何将每年双十国庆，
and that is how to
让所
let
有的台
our
湾人
double
民
10
透过
celebrations
这场盛大庆典，为我们的国家感到光荣与
be a
骄
source of
傲。
pride from
因
for
此
the people
我
of
们
Taiwan.
将一系列的国庆活动，
So all of our
包括
events,
晚会、焰火、花车游行和
including the
光雕
reception,
展
the
演
fireworks, our
等不同
parades.
的庆典
How
节
do
目
we have
安排在
different
全
draws for
国
each of
不
these
同的
events?
地方，
And how do
让
we
各地
spread
的
them
民
out so
众
that we can
都
let
能
all
一
of
起
Taiwan enjoy
分
these
享
celebrations?
国庆的喜悦，同时让回乡的海外
At the
侨
same
胞
time, how do we
都
allow
能
those
亲
that
眼
come home,
见
the
证
expatriates
台
that come
湾的
back to
进步，
Taiwan,
也让
experience
各
the
国的贵
improvements Taiwan
宾
has?
都能感受到
And how do
这
we
个
let
宝岛的美
visitors
丽。
from different
中华
areas
民国
and
走
countries
过
see the beauty of Taiwan?
108年的岁月，
108 years of the
走过
Republic
殖
of China.
经历过威权，
We have seen
如今以民主、自由、拥
the
抱
values of
全世
freedom,
界，
democracy.
而得到全世界的认同。这是因为有
We have seen these values
2300
spread to the
万
international
热情
community.
可爱、勤奋、
23
勇敢
million
的台湾
passionate,
人民，
adorable,
忍受
and
无数的苦
compassionate
痛，
Taiwanese
克
people
服重重的挑战，
bravely
挥洒
vault
血
the
汗
challenges ahead
泪
of them.
水，灌溉出今天让人骄傲的台
It all
湾经验。
results
虽
in
然这一
today
块
that
土
allows
地的
everybody
历
to
史
proudly stand out.
上演过无数令人感伤的事件，但是
In the
这
face
块
of
土地上的人民
sadness, in the face of
花了
challenge,
好
in the
几代
face
人
of
的时间，擦去
chaos,
血汗与泪水，努力用心
we have
雕
risen from
琢
the ashes.
将它打造成一个令人感动的国家。
We have turned Taiwan
如果
into a beautiful
说
country
自由是
and a
的
proud
精
and
神
one that we could be
是
proud
台
of.
湾人共同的骄傲，
This is something that all
人权的价值
Taiwanese should be proud of.
是台湾人共同的信仰。那么， 健全的民主制度，就
With
是
our own
台湾
sovereignty and our own
人
democracy,
最强大的力量。
this is
我们
Taiwan's strongest
借
quality.
由民主、自由与人权，
Democracy,
成就
freedom,
了
human
稳
rights,
定的经济发展。
and strong
良善
economic
的社会
development,
风气与出色
as well
的
as a
特级
fair
医疗，
society,
让台湾获得
and great
许多
healthcare.
国际评比的肯定。
Taiwan
我们
has
与世界
been
上
recognized on the
许
international
多理
stage.
念相近的国家，发展出深厚的友谊。
We have
可以
many
说在
friendships
我
with
们
like-minded
守护
countries.
民主的同时，民主也在守护着我们台湾。
Democracy is safeguarding Taiwan, and that is one of our main
这几年来
values.
立法院作为属于人民的国会，
The legislative
积
yuan
极推
is
动
the
国会
legislative
外
yuan of the
交。
people.
身为立法院长，
As the
代表台
president
湾
of the
人民
legislative yuan,
努力与全世界理念相近国家的
we will work
国
together
会
with
交
like-minded
朋友。
countries
3
and
年
their
多来，
congresses.
我们接待了来自107个
And
国
we
家
have
的国会访问团。
Welcomed
3年多来，
107
我们
delegations
接待
from
了来自
congresses around the
107
world to
个
visit
国家的
Taiwan.
国会访问团之外，由各委员主动发起成立国会友好协会。
And many of
在
them have
上一届
initiated
总共有
friendship alliances
48
with
个
Taiwan.
到这一届，我们已经跟73个国家的国会
We
建
have
立建立友好的关系。
We have 73
我要
alliances
向
with
所有国人报告，
congressional
接触过
committees
这么多
in
国
other
家的
countries.
国会议员、议长，他们每个人都为台湾的民主
Many of
发
these
展
parliamentarians
感到
around the
赞叹
world
他们都认
are
为
impressed with
台
Taiwan's
湾的民
democracy.
主经验值得向全世界
They believe that our
来宣
democratic
传。
experience
纵
is
然
worthy
台
of
湾
sharing with the
在
world.
国际上面临许多的挑战，
We have many
纵然
challenges that
中
we
华民
face.
国的邦交被恶
internationally.
意破坏，
Some of
但我们深
our
信
diplomatic
自由
alliances have
最
been
终
broken,
会战胜一切。
but we will
没有
still
任何一
overcome
个
all of these
集权
challenges.
的国家能够阻止民主自由的台湾
An
结
authoritarian
交
government
越来
cannot
越多的
obstruct
朋友。
a
我
free
们
and
相
democratic
信
Taiwan.
民主与自由
We
就像
believe in
是
freedom and
对
democracy.
强壮的翅膀。
These
只要
are our
奋力地
wings that
拍
give us
打
strength.
这对翅膀，我们就能携手世界，让台湾
And
耀
this is
辉。
how we will fly into the world and let the world see Taiwan.
这几年
For
台
the
湾
past
的
few years
蜕变，我们有目共睹。对于国家的未来，我们都有共同的期待。
We have
我
similar
们期待
expectations with the people for the
台
future
湾
of
的
Taiwan.
善良与进步能够被世界看
We
见。
hope that
无论
everyone
我
all
们
over
要
the world
面
can see
对
the improvements
多
of
大
Taiwan.
的打压和挑战，
No matter who
台湾
tries to
永远
suppress
在
Oh,
us or how many
太
challenges
平
we
洋
face,
上屹立不倒。
Taiwan will always play an important role in the Pacific Ocean.
我们期待
We expect
这个国家的每一个人
every
都
citizen
能
of
努
Taiwan
力捍卫主权、
can protect
民
our
主
sovereignty,
与自由的
our
价值。
democratic and
因
free
为
way of
这
life,
些价值
because these
是
values
国家灵魂所在，
are the spirit of
是台
Taiwan,
湾不可或缺出
and they
卖
are
的灵
things
魂
that Taiwan
保
cannot do
障
without.
我们期待
We expect
这块土地上世世代代的子孙都能够像现在一样，
we
拥
expect our
有
land
绝
to
对
sustain
的自
our
由意
people
志，
for generations
选
to come.
择他们想要的未来。
And we hope we can choose the right future for them that future
最后
generations would
再一次
enjoy.
敬祝中华民国
Once again,
生日
I
快
would
乐
like to！wish a happy
谢谢
birthday to the
大家。
Republic of China. Thank you, everybody.
That was the legislature president, Sujat Tren. And next we'll be hearing from the representative of the
侨胞代表
overseas
致辞，
compatriots,
主席
Paul
介绍
Lin,
侨
who
胞代
is
表。
the chairman of a friendship alliance
侨胞
between
代表
Australia and Taiwan,
林伯
and
武
also a business
侨务委
council
员
that unites Australia
林
and
伯武先
Taiwan.
生目前为侨委会侨务委
Now,
员
overseas
原台
expatriates
中
have always played a major
现侨
role
区
in
澳
the
洲
history of the
协议
Republic of China.
担任
and they especially played a key role in the revolution that we are
台湾
celebrating
商
today,
会
the
荣誉会
uprisings.
上，
So
曾荣
they are
获
always given
海
a
外
spot
台
in the
商
National Day
谈史奖
celebrations to
以
express
及
their thoughts
澳洲
about Taiwan
德国
and they are
办的
chosen from
国际设计奖
people throughout the
今
world
年4月初更亲
representing
自
different
递送
countries and
祝
alliances that we have
愿函
around the
给
world.
And
澳
this
洲
individual,
总
Paul
理
Lin
莫里
here,
森
has
当面
he has been
请
very, very
澳
active
洲
in the
政府
overseas community. He has
支
worked
持
as
台湾
the
重返
he's
世
been
界
bestowed
卫
with
生组织
the title of honorary
协调
chairman
委
in
员
two
积极
organizations
推
of
展
Taiwan.
公众外
I
交
believe one of them
贡献
is
良
the
多。
Australian
现在
Taiwanese
让我
Friendship
们
Association,
欢
as
迎
well as the
侨
Taiwanese Chamber
胞
of
代
Commerce
表
in Australia.
林伯武先生
And now,
主持
Legislative Speaker and Legislative President Su Jia-chun has introduced him and asked him to give his address to the people. That's coming up a little shortly here.
And you are listening to the live broadcast of National Day celebrations here at Radio Taiwan International.
敬爱的蔡总统阁下，
President
陈副总统
Taiwan,
阁下，大
Vice
会主
President
席
Chen Jiren,
院长
Legislative President Su
全国
Jia-chun,
海内外同胞以及
our
在
honored
座
guests
各
and
位嘉
fellow
宾们
Taiwanese people from all over the
大
world,
家早安，
good morning
大
to
家
you.
好。今天是中华民国
Today
108
is the
年
Double Ten
光
National
复
Day
国庆
celebration for the
在这
108th
欢
year
欣鼓舞
of
的
the
时刻，
Republic of China.
我们与
On this
居
happy
海外的
occasion, we
侨胞
overseas
一同感
compatriots
振奋
rejoice
与喜悦。
and celebrate with the same
本人
heart.
很荣幸代表全
I am
球侨
honored to
胞
present our most sincere
在此
wishes on
从
behalf
这
of
里
overseas
祝福我们
compatriots
国家
around the
生
world.
日快乐，
I would like to wish our
全国
nation a
同
happy
胞
108th
幸福
birthday
安康
and happiness and health to all our compatriots around the world.
108年是国际
This
局
year
势
has been a year of
严峻多
hardships
变的一
and
年。
changes in the
对
world.
台湾而言，
For Taiwan, it was a year of watching over its
经济
people,
护民
boosting its economy,
守主权
protecting
利
its democracy,
在
and
经济
defending
层面
its
上
sovereignty.
美中
The
贸易战
U.S.
延
China
续
trade war
对
has had a
台湾
certain
的
level
产
of
业发展
impact on Taiwan's
以金
industrial
融稳定
development
带来
and
一定的
financial
冲
stability.
击
Fortunately, the government has been able to turn a
政府化危
crisis
机为转
into a
机
turning point.
以
With the
5+2
5
产业
plus 2
创新
industrial
计划
transformation plan, the
带领
forward-looking
产业转型
infrastructure
以
plan,
前瞻
and the
基础
new
建设计
southbound
划
policy,
投入更多
Taiwan
建
has
设
been able
来
to push
扩
its
大
economy
内需
forward and strengthen
并
its
透过
resiliency.
新南向政策的多元布局，前瞻及适时地推动台湾经济动能，强化了台湾的
Lin
应变能力。
Is also saying that
同时
at the same
政府
time,
亦致力于
the
改
government
善
is
国
putting
内
all
企
its
业面临的
efforts
五
into
缺问题
improving the environment
以踏实的态度
for
务实的
local
策略
enterprises.
排除投资障碍，打造更优质的投资环
The
境。
government has adopted a
不仅
pragmatic
成功地
attitude and
促进
strategy
台湾
and
内部的
removed
投
all
资，
investment barriers in
吸
order
引
to
台
create a
商
better
大
environment
规
for
模回流，
investment.
并带动
Not
其
only
他
has
国
Taiwan
家
been
加码
successful in
投资台
promoting
湾。
domestic
台
investment,
湾经
it has
济
also been
再
able to
创高
attract
峰，
many Taiwanese
日
businesses
可待。
overseas to return to Taiwan and attract other countries to invest in Taiwan as well. We look forward
对
to
外
seeing
关系层面，
Taiwan's
台湾的外
economy
交
hit
安全
another record
虽
high.
面临严峻挑战，
Even though Taiwan's diplomacy is faced with serious challenges, the government continues to use pragmatic diplomacy to
并
strengthen
借由
ties
扩
with its
大国际
allies.
参与，
Taiwan
增强
continues to
各
take
国
part
对
in
我国的
international events to enhance
认
support
同。
coming from
今日
overseas.
台湾除了是国际间有影响
Besides
力
being
的
an
经贸大
influential and
国，
global
更
trading
积极响
country,
应联合
Taiwan is
国永续发展
proactively
的愿景。
responding to the UN's
何不孤立有
sustainable
邻？
development
我们的
goals.
努力已逐渐获得国际社会的回响及海外
Taiwan's
投资者
example will be
肯
seen by
定与
others.
支持。
Our efforts have already gained international
海外各地
recognition
侨胞
and support of the
奋斗所
overseas
长，
community.
所以融入当地主流，
Overseas
成为
compatriots
拓
have
展
seen
国
have
民外
worked
交的
hard with
重
good
要力量。
results. They have mingled
海外
in with
侨
the
界
local
练
culture
习
and
在这
have
个
become
是
important in people-to-people
凝聚资
diplomacy.
源，奉献台湾。
Our overseas compatriots are the consolidated resources and contribute to Taiwan.
每年
Every
有
year,
越来越
there are
多
more
的
and
侨
more of our
胞
overseas
游说
compatriots
当
who are
地政府
lobbying local
支
governments
持
for
台湾
Taiwan and who
重返
support
世界
Taiwan's
卫
return
生
to
大
the
会
World
及
Health
参与联
Assembly
合国
and
各项
participation
活
in
动。
in UN events.
外，
Moreover, our overseas community has hosted Taiwanese American Heritage Week and Asian Heritage Month in Canada, and also the Taiwan Fest in Canada, the Taiwan Festival in Japan, the Sydney Taiwan Festival, and the Passport to Taiwan Festival in Manchester, UK, as forms of soft diplomacy. They have all been proactive in promoting Taiwan and acted as voices of Taiwan in boosting cultural diplomacy. Taiwan will always be the home of overseas compatriots. No matter where we are in the world, our hearts will always remember our home country. As President Tsai once said, Taiwan is an unwavering beacon shining democracy, freedom, and human rights. It is a beacon that brings hope and leads us in a unified direction. Let us overseas compatriots unite together to sustain democracy. Let us, together with other democratic countries, work toward making Taiwan a better place. Finally, on behalf of all compatriots, I wish continued fortune to the Republic of China, happiness and prosperity to the people of Taiwan, and health success to President Tsai. Thank you.
You're listening to Radio Taiwan International. If you're just joining us, we're bringing you live coverage of the National Day celebrations for the Republic of China. Now, I'm Natalie So.
I'm Leslie Liao.
And we are also broadcasting in Taipei in Mandarin and Japanese. And we invite you to write us today at P.O. Box 123-199. Taipei, Taiwan. You can also email us at rti@rti.org.tw. And also you can leave us a Facebook message if you like.
Please do. We are monitoring the Facebook messages at the same time we are doing this broadcast. You can find us on Facebook at Radio Taiwan International, and go ahead and shoot us a message and let us know what you think about what's going on today, how our broadcast is going, and we'll be able to read your messages on the air.
And right now we're enjoying a wonderful performance by Maniac, one of Taiwan's famous dance groups that has won many awards both at home and abroad.
Now they are dancing to an actual the Mandarin version of the song, the theme song from Moana called "How Far I'll Go."
A very inspiring song.
Absolutely, and they take a very Pacific Islander kind of color palette as they dance. They have these blue sashes and yellow pants, which make us at least think of the beach.
The ocean, yeah, and bright yellow vests.
Absolutely. Now, the Maniac family actually, they are quite impressive, and actually, they have been on the show Asia's Got Talent.
Yeah, they're one of the top winners of the show.
Top four. I remember watching them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were quite good, and I think they take inspiration from all aspects of Taiwanese life. They had an Aboriginal dance as I watched them.
And they're full of energy and vitality and youth, and I think that's just a very good spirit as we celebrate the theme Taiwan Forward in our National Day celebrations today.
And they're using a lot of imagery, ocean waves, sound.
Right. And Taiwan also has a lot of distinguished guests with us. St. Lucia Prime Minister Alan Chastanet and Palau Minister of State Faustina Reher Maruk, Eswatini Prime Minister Ambrose Manvulo Dlamini, Guatemalan Vice President Jabez Cabrera, and also representatives from the U.S. such as Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney, Ted Cruz, delegations from the U.S. State Department, and many influential think tanks. We also have a Japanese delegation led by Hiroyuki Onishi, a Liberal Democratic Party member of the Japanese House of Representatives.
We're also joined by the likes of His Excellency Paraguayan Vice President Hugo Velasquez. We also have the Deputy Prime Minister to Belize, Patrick Faber, St. Kitts Speaker of the National Assembly, Michael Perkins, and the Palau Minister of State, Faustina Ruger Marug. Now, this is a star-studded lineup, and usually we do have quite a few delegations. I think over 100 people from 20 delegations are here today.
Yes, a lot of foreign delegations come and celebrate with us and to show their support for Taiwan. And, later on in the parade today, we have many floats that will be sponsored by major cities in Taiwan, government agencies, highlighting art and culture. And the float by the Taipei City government will feature the popular mascot Bravo Bear, which is a Formosan black bear, Taiwan's only native bear and a beloved protected species. So that should be very fun to watch.
There are a total of 23, I believe.
Floats. Some of them actually came by the street in RTI. We have pictures of that.
That's right,
They were on their way to the presidential office, I think.
Okay, so now Maniac Family, they're dancing to something a little more local. This is a song from, I want to say 10 years ago, 15 years ago now by the FI.
You were here? I don't even remember
I was here. This is by, the band FIR.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like their spirit. It's just
Very upbeat.
optimistic, yeah. Upbeat and full of vitality. And the yellow, blue, and white is just like, it's very sunny and optimistic. Great start to the celebrations today.
No, we didn't get a chance to address this, but those who sang the national anthem this year, like we said, we had Professor Anna Azusa Fujita, who is a very, very prominent Japanese. She's ethnically Japanese, but she's been in Taiwan for a very, very long time. Musical theorist, very, very decorated pianist as well. And we also have Reverend Edmund Wyden, who I think was a naturalized Taiwanese citizen.
That's right. We have quite a few of our foreign naturalized citizens participating in the National Day celebrations. One of them is an MC, Rifat. He's a very beloved talk show host. He's the first foreigner to win a Golden Bell Award. He's also a comedian. I interviewed him before. He's a lot of fun. And, Taiwan has this new policy where high-level professionals, as they call them, can apply to be an honorary ROC citizen where you can keep dual citizenship. So these very excellent professionals who are making contributions to Taiwan are given special citizenship.
He's very much all over television, and he's also got his own YouTube channel, which is
he's
quite
very friendly. He
entertaining.
loves Taiwan. His wife is Taiwanese, I believe.
Yes,
so
I think.
really made Taiwan his home, and he's very funny and a lot of fun.
Now, let's talk about the Vietnamese Arts and Culture Heritage Association in Taiwan. They had their Vietnam Art Star Choir sing the national anthem as well. And this is actually quite a push for President Tsai Ing-wen's new southbound policy. She's always reaching out to Southeast Asian countries, and that was her whole platform, I think, ever since she came on.
Yeah, that's right. So we've seen an increase of trade, of business exchanges, of tourism, and also we have many new immigrants who are from Southeast Asia. Many of them marry Taiwanese, and they're bringing a lot of diversity to the culture here. And Taiwan is actually teaching Southeast Asian languages in elementary schools now. We're trying to promote this diversity and pride in these mixed families with different ethnic backgrounds. So it's good to see that they played a very important role in our National Day celebrations today. So they just finished their dance, and I think people really enjoyed that. They're giving them some
感谢
applause.
Maniac Family 舞团老师以及同学们共同为国庆大会带来精彩的表演。
And up very soon, we're going to be hearing from President Tsai Ing-wen. But if you're just joining us, you're listening to Radio Taiwan International, and we're bringing you live coverage of the National Day celebrations for the Republic of China. I'm Natalie So.
I'm Leslie Liao, and we're also broadcasting the National Day celebrations online, and we're also broadcasting them in Taipei and in Mandarin Chinese.
Yes, and do write to us. Our address here is PO Box 123-199, Taipei, Taiwan. We will send you a postcard in return. Also, you can email us at rti@rta.org.tw. The president's coming in right now. We'll be translating very shortly her speech. And if you want to leave us a Facebook page message, please do. All right, so she's getting ready to begin her speech, and we'll be doing our best to translate it simultaneously. So everybody's standing up to honor the president.
各位贵宾，
And
请坐
to
下。
get ready to hear from her, and people are sitting down now.
大会主席苏家全院长，现场各位
Legislative
贵宾，
Speaker Su
电视
Jiaqun,
机前和网络上
ladies and
的
gentlemen,
全体
live,
国人同胞
those，citizens
大家早
joining us
安
in front of the TV
大家好。
and computer screens. Good morning, everybody, and how are you today?
今天是中华民国108年的
Today marks the
国庆日，
108th
谢
anniversary
谢
of
来
the
自
Republic
世
of
界各地
China.
的好朋友，
Thank you to
跟
our
我们
friends
共
who have
度
come from
这个
far and
值
abroad
得纪念的日子。
to commemorate this
这一
day.
天是属于全国2300万人民的日子。
Today
我要感
belongs
谢
to the
马前总
23
统
million people of
以
Taiwan.
前副总统、吴前副总统以及各政党的主席
I would
一
like
起前
to
来
thank
庆祝国庆。
those that
去
came,
年
including
也
those
是在
from
国
the
庆日
political parties and
和
all
大
of
家
our
说
allies. Last
台
year,
湾
I
正处
told our
在
friends
变局当中，
Taiwan is undergoing
世界贸易
change.
的局势的变动，国际
The
政治
trend
形势
that
的
the
变
world
化，
trade is following
都让未来充满了挑战。
presents
我们
many
必须
challenges to the world.
求稳，
We
应
must
变，
stabilize these
进步，
changes,
控制
improve
实力，
ourselves,
壮大台湾。
and make Taiwan
转眼
stronger.
又过了1年，
Over the
世
past year,
界依然快速变化，
this world
甚
keeps on
至更
changing.
加的剧烈。美中贸易战的持续进
The
行，
U.S.-China trade
距离我们不
conflict,
远的香港，因为
The
一国两制的失败，
Hong Kong nearby,
正处于失序的边缘。
is
尽管如此，
challenging the world
中
order.
国依然以一国两制台湾方案不断的
China
威胁我
has
们，
also
并
been
且采取
insisting on the
各
one,
种文攻
one
各
country,
强烈
two
挑战的
systems.
区域的稳定以及和平。
However, this
各位
will
观众
not threaten
当自由
regional
民
peace
主
and
受到
stability.
挑战，当中华民国的生存发展受到威胁，
When our
我们
very
就必
existence is
须
threatened,
站出来捍卫，
we must
拒
stand
绝
up
一
and
国两
protect
制
ourselves.
是2300万台湾人民
As far as the
不分党派
one country, two systems
不分立
goes,
场
23
一时
million
间
Taiwanese
最
people,
大的共识。
this is
中
the
华民
biggest
国
challenge facing
已
the
经在
23
台
million
湾
people.
屹立超过70年。
Taiwan
一
must
旦接受一
persevere.
国两制，
We
中华民
cannot
国就
accept
没有
one
生存的
country, two
空间。
systems.
身为总统，
As
站
president,
出来守卫国家主权，不是挑
I
衅，
must protect the sovereignty of our people.
最基
I
本
will
的
not
责任。
provoke how, but this is my responsibility to protect.
70年来，我们共同经历了种种严峻的
We
挑
have
战
faced，many challenges over the past
一次
70
挑战，
years.
不
Every
但没有
challenge,
击倒我们，
we
反而
have
让我
made
们
it through
更
every
强壮。
challenge. Not only
更
that,
坚
but
定。
we have risen stronger.
我们一起走过823炮战，
We've
一
seen,
起
we've
度过1996
We've
年
made it
台
through
海
the
危机，
second cross-strait crisis,
次又一
and we've
次
also
围
made
攻
it
不
past
克
the
从来没有让台
third
湾
cross-strait
人民屈
crisis.
服。我们共同
We have
捍
never been
卫
intimidated,
我们
and we
脚
have
下的
never
这块土地，
compromised.
也捍卫了我们国家的
We have
我们经历
solidified
过退
Taiwanese
出联合国的
sovereignty.
恐慌，也承受过一次又一
We
次
have
的
been-
断交的压力。
We
但
have
台
been
湾人
removed from the UN,
想要走
and we
向
have
世界
seen
的
many,
决
many challenges
不曾
diplomatically.
有任何的改
But
变。
Taiwan will not falter, we
1970
will not
年代的
change,
石油
and we
危机
will not.
1997年
We
的
will
亚
not
洲
bow
金融
down.
风暴，
The 1970 oil
千禧年的
crisis,
网
the
络泡沫，
1997 Asian
还有
financial
10年
crisis,
前的
and
金
the
融海啸。
2000
经
internet
济总是
bubble.
充满了挑战，
These
但
have brought
一塔皮
many
箱走遍天下的台
financial,
商， 加上
crises.
勤奋又有创意
But
的台湾人民，让我们一次又一次
We have been able
把危
to
机化作转机，
overcome them.
让台湾的经济
The
持续
creativity
的
and the
往前走。
hardworkingness of our people
我们也经历
has
过 八七水
enabled
灾、
us to
921
turn
的震
crisis
灾、地震、
into turning points.
SARS 风暴、
We've
88
also
风
had
灾，
many natural disasters,
天灾
including
病
the
变的
921
磨难，
earthquake,
没有击败过
SARS,
台湾人
the
民奋斗
Typhoon
生存的意
Morakot,
志。
and these
家园
have
毁
been
坏
very
了，
challenging,
我们重
but
建。
none of them have
土地受伤了，
caused us to
我们复原。
fall or lose our will.
擦干眼泪，重新站
Even
起。
though it has
明
damaged
天
our
又是
homeland,
充满
we've
希望的一
reconstructed
天。
ourselves. Even though it's hurt our land, we have restored our lands. We've been able to stand
这
up
些共同的
amidst our
记忆
tears and
彰
give
显了台
ourselves
湾
a
人民的
better
韧性。
future. This
因为有
shows
这样的
that
韧性，
Taiwan is full of
我们成为
resilience.
四小龙，
And
亚
that is
洲
one
四
of the
小龙
reasons
的
why
一员。
we are one of the
因为这样
Asian
的韧性，
tigers.
我们走过了民主化
Because of our
艰巨的历
resilience,
程，
we've
成
been
为
able
世
to
界上重要的
become a
民
model
主
of
典范。
democracy to this
我
world.
们共同走过的这一段路，
We've been
无论是
walking this
哪个
path,
党派，
and it doesn't
只
matter
要
what
生活在
party
这
we
一块
belong
土地
to.
上的人
As
民，
long as we live in this
都
land,
不能分割彼
we
此。
cannot be divided.
中华民国不是谁的
It-
专利，
we do not belong to one
台
party.
湾也不是谁可以独占。
It is not owned by
中
one
华民国台湾六个
organization.
字，
The
绝
Republic
对
of
不是蓝
China.
色，
On
也不
Taiwan,
会是
it's
绿
not
色。
blue
这就
nor is
是
it
整个
green.
社会最
It
大的共识
belongs。to the whole country, and that is the consensus that we have.
展望未来，
As we look to the
前方的
future,
挑战还有很多
there，are still many
等着我
challenges,
们一一
and
的
we need
来
to
克服。
overcome them one by
我
one.
们看到中国崛起
We see
跟
that
扩
as
张，
China is rising
威
and
权体
expanding
制
its power,
结合民主主
its
义
authoritarian
和经济力
system
量，
and
挑战自由民主的
economic
价
power
值
is
跟世
growing,
界的秩
and
序。
it's
也因
challenging
此
the world and the
处于
values of
印
the
太
world
地
and the
区
world
战略
order.
成员的台湾，
And
成为
it
守
is
护民主价值的
as
第
Taiwan
一
is
道
on the
防
front
线。
line of the Indo-Pacific,
中
we
国
need
利
to
用锐实
maintain our
力步
democratic
步进逼，
values.
但我们很清楚，作为区域的重要的成员，台湾要
So,
善
as a
尽
very
国际责
important
任，
member of
我们
this
不挑衅，
region,
不冒进，
we are going to fulfill our
结合理念
responsibility.
相
We're
近的
not
国
going
家
to be confrontational,
确保台海
and we're
和
not
平
going
稳定
to
的现状
make threats,
不会被片面改变。
but we are not going to
要
let
做到
the
这些，
status quo of
我们
the
必须要
Taiwan Strait be unilaterally
尽管
changed.
台湾社会曾经因为族群
We、need
世
to
代、
be
信
unified
仰
in、Taiwan.
党派的差异
We have
而出
different
现争执。
ethnicities
透过
and
对话，
generations
我们
and
一定可以
religions
找
and
到彼
parties.
此可以接受的最大公
And
约
sometimes
数。
we debate and have our
经验证明，
differences, but we can,
冲突、
through
对话、
dialogue,
团结、
accept
进
each
步，
other
会引
and
导国
find
家
our common
往正确的
denominators.
方向前
And
进。
we can
我们必须
move forward
坚守自由民主的价值。
and
台湾人民曾经一起走
protect
过民主
and
化艰
safeguard
辛的道
our
路，
country and our
民
democracy.
主偶有纷扰，但只有民主制度
We
能够
have a
保障，
democratic system
得来不
that can
易的自由。
overcome these differences
也才能
and
让
that
下一
can
代
safeguard our
保有
freedoms
决定未来的权利。
and our
我们也
future.
必须持续的壮大台湾。
We need to continue to
3
make
年多
Taiwan
来，
stronger.
我们努力
In the
调整
past 3
经济结
years,
构，
we have
引导产业
adjusted
升
our
级转
economic
型。
structure and upgraded
国际
and
多元
transformed our
布局。
industries.
我们迎来投资的大爆发，在
We are
全球经
currently
济的变
undergoing an
动中
investment
站
boom.
稳了脚步。
Even though
方向是
the
对的，
world economy
我们
is
就要继续
unstable, we have found our
往前
footing,
走。
and we will
3年多
continue
来，
forward.
我们努力维护社
Over
会
the
公
past 3
平，
years, we have maintained an
加息
equal
减税，
society, we have
全面
increased
照顾，
pay and
让全
decreased
民分享
taxes.
经济成长
We
的
have-
果实。未来
We have
推
increased
动
family
长照
care
2.0
and
升级，
ensured economic growth.
推动幼托
In
补
the
助扩
future,
大，
our elderly care
减轻民
2.0
众的负
system,
担，
we have also
使人人
sought to
可以
increase
享
child
有优
subsidies,
质的
ease
照顾，
burdens on people,
使
and
政府
maintain
要继续
Taiwan's
努力
quality
的
of
方向。
life.
3年多来，我
Over
们
the past
推
3
动
years,
国防自主，
We have
采购先进
increased
的
our national
武器，
defense. We have purchased
提升
advanced
国军的
weaponry.
士气
We have increased
强化
military
充足的
morale,
战
and we have also
国造高教机的
increased
原
our
型机刚刚
battle
入场
capability. With our
国造
domestically
舰
made advanced jet
也将
fighters and
陆续
domestically
加入
made Navy
建军
destroyers,
的
we can protect this
行列。
land, and we can
捍卫国
protect
土
freedom，and
坚守
democracy.
自由民主，国军责无旁贷。3年多来，
Over the
我们
past 3
积极
years, we have
参与国
participated
际，负责任
internationally,
肯贡献，
responsibly,
成为
and we
维
have
护区域
contributed
和
to
平
the
稳定
world.
不可
We
或
will
缺
be a
的
player
良
in maintaining
力量。
regional peace and
我
stability,
们会
and
持
we
续
will
和
be
理念相近的
irreplaceable
国
and
家携
necessary.
手，争取
I
更
will
多
continue
实质
working with
合作的
like-minded
机
countries
会。
and look for opportunities to cooperate.
未来的路线
Our
很清楚，
future is clear,
目标也很明确。
and our goals are
第一，
also
让国
very
人继
clear.
续团结在自由民主的
First,
旗
I
帜
would
之
like
下，
everybody to
捍卫
unite
国家主权，
under a free and
第二，
democratic flag.
持续
Second,
壮大台
I
湾
would，like to
强化
continue
经济的实
strengthening
力，
Taiwan, not
让
just
国富
economically, but also
让民富而国强。第三，
economically.
积极走向世界，
Third,
克服
I would
挑
like to
战，
continue
让
walking
中华民国
toward
台湾在国
the
际舞台
international
上
community.
抬头挺
I
胸，
want Taiwan and the
勇敢
Republic
自
of
信。
China to shine on the international
上一
stage.
季，我们的经济成长率已
Last
经
quarter,
亚洲四小龙之首。
we were the
经济论坛，
fastest
世界经济
growing
论
among the
坛
four Asian
评比，
tigers.
我们是四大
And
超级
with economic
创新国际。
indicators, we are
我
one
们
of
的
the most
高科技
innovative
和创新
countries
产业也走在世
in the
界
World
的
Economic
最
Forum.
前端。我们的
So
体育
we
选
are
手
on the
我们的技
edge
能国
of
手，
innovation and
充满
technology in
无数
Taiwan.
充满创意的设计师、艺术家
We，have many
在国际舞台发
athletes
光发热，
and
带给台湾
creative
荣耀
designers,
和骄傲。
artists that
我们
have
自制的福卫5号
given
以
us
及福
pride
卫
on the
7
world
号接连
stage.
升空，展现太空科技的实力。
Our
就
Formosa
连人类
Formosat
历史
number
上
5
第一次观测到的黑洞影像，
and number
也都
7 were
有
part
台
of
湾科学团
and
队
our
的参与。
aerospace
让我
technology
们可以上太
and
空，可以
scientists
看见5500
participating in
万
the
光
first
年外的黑洞。
witnessing of the black
那
hole.
么，眼前还有什么挑战是我们没有勇气面对的呢？
So we have been able to witness the black hole. What other challenges can we not be able to face? We're
历
able
史
to
的磨
face
难
any challenge.
会因为我们的
So
韧性而被
the testings
转
of
换成为
history
成长的力量。
will be overcome by our
天灾的挑
resilience.
战会因为我们的努力而成为
And
再
our
生的契
strengths.
机。这块土
Natural
地上
disasters
每一个努
may
力
present
的
a challenge,
人，还有每一个人的努力，都让我们的国家一天一天变得更好、
Our efforts
更进步。
have made Taiwan
在国庆
better
日
day by
的这一
day,
天，
one
这
step
块
at a
土地
time.
上所有的
On
人
this
民
very day,
都团结在自由
I
民
hope
主的
that
旗
all
帜
of our
下，
friends, all of our
乐观地
citizens
面对
can
未来，
come together
坚
and
定
unite
克
under the
服
flag of
挑战。
democracy.
天佑台
We
湾！
can optimistically walk
Taiwan
toward the
加油！
future, take
中
on
华民
challenges
国加油！
bravely. God
谢
bless
谢，谢谢大
Taiwan.
家。
Let's go Taiwan. Let's go Republic of China. Thank you,
主
everybody.
席恭请总统至贵宾席。
So that was a nice speech by our president, a very positive, forward-looking speech. But also she did recognize a lot of the challenges that we've been facing throughout the
主
years
席
and how
请
Taiwan
复位。
is a very resilient people and a very resilient country.
奏乐。
The theme of this year's speech was supposedly a firm and strong country walking toward the world. And I think her speech really did embody that. She not only said, we're a strong country, we've grown economically, and we've developed ourselves on all levels and elevated that, but not only that, but we want to take these efforts and move them internationally.
Right, so a very nice job by our president. And if you're listening, if you've just tuned in, you're listening to Radio Taiwan International. We are bringing you live coverage right now of the National Day celebrations. It is our 108th anniversary, and I'm Natalie So.
I'm Leslie Liao, and we are broadcasting the National Day celebrations live from Taipei in Mandarin and Chinese. Write to us and let us know you were listening today and tell us where you're from, and we'll send you a souvenir. We are P.O. Box 123-199, Taipei, Taiwan. You can also email us at rti@rti.org.tw. Don't forget to mention in your letter whether you joined online or via shortwave. And you know what? Please leave a comment on our Facebook page. You can find us at Radio Taiwan International on Facebook, and we will receive your message. In fact, if we receive it during this live stream, we'll read it on the air.
Yes, and right now there's a great parade by the Joint Military Marching Band and the Ministry of National Defense Honor Guard. Very impressive parade happening right in front of the presidential office. And of course, we're going to have a parade with many floats from different government agencies and important organizations in Taiwan. And this year, we're going to have a national fireworks show in southern Taiwan in Pingtung County. It's going to be the longest fireworks show, 42 minutes. So people can sit and maybe enjoy a picnic while they watch that. And, they're going to be firing over 16,000 fireworks tonight. It should be pretty exciting. The show will also be accompanied by the National Taiwan Symphony Orchestra.
So right now we just have the military procession leaving the front of the presidential office. I think all three branches of military are represented. Taiwan has the land forces, our Navy, our Air Force, and the military police, which is actually a branch of the military here in the Republic of China.
Did you do military service, Leslie?
I did, however, I was an alternative
So you worked in the
serviceman.
office.
I worked in the office. I worked in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and I was actually once planned these.
Oh, you planned the
I
National Day
planned a
celebrations?
National Day celebration
Really?
once. If you would like to know the detail of how it happens, I'll be more than
I
happy
think there are
to
a lot
tell
of
you.
details involved, right?
Mhm. So one of the memories that I have working this is all the chairs that are out there. This whole ceremony begins at like 6 in the morning. So we were there the night before at like 2 in the morning, putting stickers on the chairs to make sure.
To know who's sitting where.
Yes.
And usually it's a lot of students who fill the audience, is that right?
Not just that, but we also have overseas compatriots.
Right,
So
of
they have
course.
a delegation, and the delegations that always get priority are the ones that come from governments abroad. Like President Tsai Ing-wen said, we have representatives from our allies in Paraguay and Marshall Islands. The Eswatini Prime Minister is here as well as some big names from the U.S. as well.
That's right. Some senators, congressmen, and a lot of, we have a lot of friends in the U.S. actually that are working on Taiwan's behalf, and they usually join us on National Day. And friends from around the world are joining us. So it's great to see the international
大家
support.
好，我是吴凤。
And okay, so this is Wu Feng, the Turkish and now Taiwanese host, and his co-host. Oh my gosh, he's speaking
He's
Taiwanese
speaking
too.
Taiwanese. That's
That
something
is
I had.
quite amazing.
是因为今年的国庆主题是
Oh wow, he's speaking Chinese too.
台湾要飞，我是
Very
来自土耳其
impressive.
的台湾 Kia Sai。那你呢？
So they're speaking Taiwanese and
She's
Chinese.
Hakka.
Oh, Hakka.
That's Hakka.
Okay, that's Hakka.
就是
So,
这个原因。你是一位客家人，
so
我是一
they're
位来自
representing
土耳其的新
many
住民
different facets of
携手主
Taiwan.
持国庆，代表
I believe there are
台湾这片土
5
地可以包
ethnicities
容
in
多
Taiwan.
元声音，造
5
就
major
无
ethnicities
限
at
可能。
least, and that's what the plum blossom, our national flower, each petal represents.
Oh, now that I didn't know.
要飞，
But we do have the Hakka, right? The local Taiwanese,
We have the
想带着大
indigenous.
家
the
一起
indigenous,
享
the
受
Han
一
speaking,
场
the Mandarin
荣耀
speaking.
少年
Yes.
丽玲
And
Are you ready？
the fifth one, I believe.
我准备
We're
好
gonna get
了。
back to you on that
Okay.
one.
接着一连串的竞赛表演，首先登场的是宪兵快反连。
他们的
So we have a
操
lot
演
of
主题
great performances
是
today.
忠贞铁骑荣耀双
And they
十。
are
让我
actually
们用最热烈的掌声
Long
欢
Feng
迎
right now
他们
is
出
Wu
场。
Feng right now is actually introducing them. So
各位长官、各位贵宾，
And if you didn't know, Double Ten is actually not the day that the Republic of China was founded. It actually remembers a very important uprising, the uprising that really made the revolution successful. It wasn't the first uprising, I think it was the 11th uprising, but it happened actually by accident in Wutang when a list of revolutionaries was discovered and a bomb was accidentally set off by people. And so they figured they better get going with the revolution right now. And not only did the uprising happen in Wutang, but it started spreading throughout the Republic of China, and most of the provinces were overtaken within just a couple months after that. But there had been many uprisings for some time, and that was the end of dynastic rule in China. So the Republic of China was born on mainland China, but later moved to Taiwan in 1949.
now what's going on right now is the military police quick reaction company. They are riding their motorcycles and showing off their prowess as the quick reaction company. And this will kick off the parade, which will lead to the 23 floats that are here.
And today you can see the Republic of China flag everywhere. And it was designed by a revolutionary martyr named Lu Haodong, who was also a partner of Sun Yat-sen. And during the very first planning of the first uprising, he got caught because he tried to protect a list of revolutionaries that he knew would be founded. He went back to their church base to protect it, to get it, and then he got, captured. And when he was interrogated, he would not bow down to the official, and so he later became executed. But he designed the blue sky and white sun, which has 12 rays around it, representing 12 months of the year. And then Sun Yat-sen added the red earth, which represents the blood of the martyrs. But also the colors have different meanings. Blue represents freedom and nationalism. White also represents democracy and equality. And red also represents the people's livelihood and fraternity. So that flag became the official flag in 1928. And we can see it all over Taiwan today.
It's all over the place in the
And
city.
then you see it, all over the National Parade.
On the way into RTI, there are two huge flags.
Yeah, we usually don't see the flag that much, but National Day, we see it a lot. And so it helps us to remember our revolutionary beginnings and the three principles of the people, which the Republic of China was founded on. Now, there's also going to be a light show at the presidential office, and this actually has been going on since October 4th. And it's organized by the General Association of Chinese Culture, and the theme for this year's show is a 100-year time machine. So it's pretty cool.
It's 100 years. It's not just 108 years of the Republic of China. It's actually the 100th year of the presidential office building.
That's right.
So
And they had a very special event where they invited foreigners to stay a night. It was a contest, free, and they actually gave that privilege to many famous bloggers, and hopefully that'll help promote Taiwan to the world.
I think a video came out. President Tsai Ing-wen actually showcased the accommodations herself.
Yes, we have that video on our Facebook page and our website. That's a first for a presidential office around the world, to let ordinary people from around the world stay overnight free of charge. So it's basically a marketing stunt, I guess, but it also shows the friendliness of Taiwan and how we want to welcome a lot of international visitors.
And if you're just joining us, you're listening to Radio Taiwan International. We are bringing you live coverage of the National Day for the Republic of China. I'm Leslie Liao.
And I'm Natalie So. And we do hope to hear from you. We have an email. It's rti@rti.org.tw. We also have a Facebook page. Just type in @Radio Taiwan International and you'll find us. You can leave us a comment there. And we also have an address. It's PO Box 123-199, Taipei, Taiwan. We do hope to hear from you.
Please do, and if you would like to send us a message, we have about 10 minutes left in our live broadcast, and if you can get a message into our Facebook.
Oh yeah, we'll read it on air.
Like to read it on air for you. We have no problem with that either. Now, the Quick Reactionary Company's demonstration just ended, and now the parade is actually officially starting. And it's being led actually by the Quick Reactionary Company, and there's the whole military procession in front of it, and I can see the floats in the back. I'm excited to see
Yeah,
the
it's
floats.
going to be pretty cool. Floats are always very colorful and creative. You know, we have our national airline carrier, China Airlines. They usually have a float in the Rose Parade in the U.S. every year, and so many times it's won awards.
Not only, it's actually won first place several times.
Yeah, several
in the
times.
Rose Parade.
So, you know, we're very good at floats here in Taiwan. Very creative, very colorful, a lot of fun.
他们在训练的时候都要遵守车不起火、脚不落地的规定，在行进间的标旗对正。
So we have the military procession is making its way across the main stage at the presidential office.
训练过程真的非常辛苦。
Yes, they're very precise and they're very in unison right now.
最后一排的
These very cool
都
motorcycles.
是由巾帼不让须眉的
And actually, if you see on this if you look at the images here, the flag of St. Lucia is also on display right now, next to the Taiwanese flag.
Oh, you recognize the flag of St. Lucia?
Yes, I do.
Because you worked at the Foreign Ministry,
Yeah,
right?
and that's because their president, I think their head of state is here, and protocol always calls for if the head of state is in your country, then their flag must be displayed somewhere.
Yeah, well,
So
that's-
it's not just exclusively Taiwan.
现
Like you
在
said,
进
we're
场的
very
队伍
mindful
就
and
是我们的台湾
courteous
金
and
手
friendly,
车
and we
队。
will show you.
首先进
And
场
we
的
care
是
about all of our
世大
allies
运
and our
冠
friends
军
around the
选手
world
That's right.
and
今
showing
年
them
的拿破仑
recognition
世
and
大
honor
运
and
台湾
respect.
总共拿下9金
Oh, so we have a lot of
10铜。
sports champions also included in this year's parade. We won actually the under 18 world championships in baseball this year, which was quite amazing.
We beat the United States. Would you believe that?
That's amazing.
The United States
And,
practically
I mean,
invented
many of them
baseball.
probably can go into the major league, right? Under 18, they're almost ready to
Very,
become
very
adults and,
possible.
and become professional athletes.
Really quickly here, we have our first message on Facebook from a Luis Alejandro Vallebueno. It says, Happy National 1010. I'm enjoying your coverage from Mexico. Well, thank
wow,
you,
that's
Luis.
nice to
Thank
know.
you very, very much.
All the way in Mexico. I wonder what time it is over there. Yes, do go on Facebook at Radio Taiwan International. We would love to hear from you. To leave a message. And email us at rti@rti.org.tw.
And
So-
sorry, Natalie. One of the most impressive things is that Taiwan, we're very proud of our athletes, and we are very proud of our competitors who compete abroad. And here we see right now passing is the Taekwondo team in Taiwan. And
Some of them have
Taekwondo-
won gold medals, even in
That's right.
all around the world. We have a lot of university athletes that have won a lot of medals.
Mm-hmm.
We perform quite well for a mid-sized country, I think, in the Universiad. And I think it's quite amazing that these athletes can do so well in Taiwan, because Taiwan has a lot of academic pressure. They
Yeah.
can still, excel in sports. It's quite amazing.
And not only excel in sports, there's also the world skills in Kazan.
Yes, this is quite amazing. We won about 5 golds and
5
many
gold,
silvers.
5 silver, 5 bronze.
And what kind of skills are we talking about here, Leslie?
These are just daily life skills, right? So it's not just life skills, but high skills, anything that can relate to maybe a blue-collar job, I would say. And they have, what's it called? One of the girls who won, she won for painting a car, the fastest, spray painting a car actually.
Wow.
She was the fastest, and she got the most even coat on the car, and
That's
she won a gold for that.
amazing.
是国内基层
And that's one of that was one of the highlights of this year actually.
That is really
邀
cool.
请了表现
There's Taiwan
选手
baseball, right?
Yep. And the U18 team is here,
投为
very much here.
They're very happy, and we're very happy for them.
I wonder if Taiwanese baseball star Peng Ziming is there. And he's just a huge Taiwanese baseball figure, and he retired this year after, I think, 23 years of playing baseball.
Wow. So do you keep up with the Taiwanese baseball
I do.
players?
Yeah. I'm a bit of a sports
So
nut.
like Wang Jianming and who else?
Chen
quite a few.
Qingfeng, we have Guo Hongzi, Chen Weiying, and not only the MLB, but we also have players in the Japanese baseball league. And Japan's baseball league is just as competitive as the States.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. So it's great to see that Taiwan is doing so well in baseball. Wow, look at all these baseball players are waving to the crowd. We're very proud of them.
奋斗，才能
It's also the 30th anniversary of the Chinese Professional Baseball League, which is Taiwan's professional baseball league.
热烈的掌声。
Okay, so these are gold medalists from, I think, the Universiad. They look very young and in their suits and very happy. They're wearing gold medals around their neck.
还有活力四射的团体表演，祝福中华民国生日快乐！
And President Tsai is waving to each and every one of them,
Yeah,
you know?
she looks really happy today. And it is a happy celebration. Lots of parties, lots of dancing, lots of parades, and lots of music and fireworks.
this is just the beginning of the festivities. Like you said, there is going to be a huge fireworks display in Pingdong this year. Just absolutely 42 minutes, 16,000 fireworks.
Yeah, we're actually very good at fireworks. And I think that our New Year's Eve fireworks are some of the best in the world as well, coming off of Taipei 101. And I'm sure our National Day celebrations ones this year are going to be quite amazing. And we're going to have lots of interesting floats, like one with Aborigine, featuring Aborigine culture, and some from our sports teams. Also one from China Airlines, of course.
Cities, major cities are also involved as well. Taipei Mayor, I think, Ko-Winslow will also have his own float.
Right.
The Taipei City government.
Yes, many of the major cities and the major government agencies will be showcasing some themes that they've been working on this year.
And now we're showing actually the Joint Chief of Staff, Taiwan's highest military leadership right now. They are on jeeps right now getting driven in front of the parade. And these represent the best and brightest of military prowess that Taiwan has.
And Taiwan has been making, got dancers now, but inroads in its indigenous military aircraft.
So here's the first float. We have the Ministry of Interior, the Immigration Bureau. And as you can see, we're seeing a lot of performers with Southeast Asian flair, I would dare say. They're coming out with butterfly designs. And just like I think we demonstrated earlier during the singing of the national anthem with the Vietnamese Taiwanese Association, Taiwan is making very, very earnest efforts in order to reach out to the demographics out there.
So this has been an exciting and a very upbeat national parade and celebrations. And we're very happy that you joined us today. Now, do let us know what you think of our live broadcast. Our address here is P.O. Box 123-199, Taipei, Taiwan. And our email is rti@rti.org.tw. You can also find us on Facebook at Radio Taiwan International. You can leave us a message there. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Send us a message through Facebook or email us. Like Natalie said, we will get back to you.
And I'm Natalie So, and I've been joined by our newest host here in RTI.
I've been Leslie Liao. Thanks a lot, Natalie.
Yeah, it's been great having you.
Yeah, happy Double 10 Day.
Happy Double 10, and thank you for tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed our live coverage of the ROC's National Day celebrations. It's our 108th anniversary and birthday, and there's Bravo the Bear jumping around, our national mascot, basically. We love our indigenous bear. So, anyways, happy National Day.